YouTube? It is Friday night. It's 6:30 and I've worked the last 2 or 3 weeks 6 days a week, Saturdays, and Christy's been working a lot, and she was like, let's just throw some clothes in the truck and let's just go do something this weekend. So, you know, I'm kind of moving this truck along to go off-roading, so I've got my worn steel bumper in the front, worn winch, worn steel bumper I just had put on the back, and the rigid lights for backup lights, and I've gotten some off-roading things, and she was like, let's go get the truck dirty. So we're going to go down to the LBL. We're going to find a place to spend the night tonight, then get up tomorrow and just ride some gravel roads, ride some, maybe find some logging roads, just dirt roads, things like that. It's raining right now, and so it ought to be a little sloppy, but I'm not going to get into any extreme stuff, but I got too much money in this truck to be tearing it up.
We can't afford it.
You have to be tearing it up. So, but anyway, we're going to get out and have a good time this weekend. We're going to take you along, so y'all come along with us. Good Saturday morning, YouTube. This is our room we stayed at. Let me zoom in on this. Sportsman's Lodge. We're down at the Land Between the Lakes. That is Jonathan Creek. If you're familiar with this area or not, you can look it up on the map, but that is the Jonathan Creek, the mouth of it there going out to the main Kentucky Lake. I was born and raised not far from this area, and so I knew this place was here. It's been here for as long as I can remember, but they have kind of remodeled and upgraded, and we stayed here last night. So we'd be close to there's a road called the Trace that splits the Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley. We're going to go down that road. It's pretty primitive through there. There's no businesses, no anything, if you're not familiar with that area, just to give you a little update of it. And so there's some logging roads, gravel roads. There's a lot of off-road parks. There's horseback riding. There's a lot of things like that. It's a great nature area. So she and I are going to get out, and we're just going to take off down through there and ride. These gravel roads, and then a little later you'll see dirt roads. They're endless up here in this LBL, Land Between the Lakes area. It just goes on and on and on. And beautiful area. Also, another agenda that we've kind of got on this trip is I've got a CBI rack ordered for the bed of my truck, and I'm starting now to shop and kind of look for a tent to go on top of it. Christy and I are thinking about doing some camping, overland camping they call it, something she and I's never done, but we love the outdoors. And so we're kind of driving a lot of these roads and kind of trying to mark some of them so that when I do get a tent and possibly next spring, we can come back up in this area and do some camping. And so that's kind of our agenda of being down there this weekend, is just kind of looking around, trying to find some spots that would be some really pretty camping areas. And she and I both agreed this spot right here would be a beautiful spot to camp. I think it'd be beautiful in the evening, and then also be beautiful in the morning when the sun comes up. And so that's kind of what we're doing on this trip, is just kind of searching the area out and to see where it'd be a good area to do some camping. Oh, that went down.
It almost came in my door.
No, it didn't.
It was deep. Yes, it was.
You saw it in the water.
I seen it out the window. Pro for the first time.
This is a pretty steep little off-camber upgrade. My wife's in there. She's gonna put it in crawl control and bring it on. I heard it spin and then it kicked itself out. She and I had a blast doing this. We had so much fun. We have said over and over and over how relaxing this weekend was. The bad part about that truck is you cannot see over the hood of it when you're coming up places like this. So we've been driving this road, which has been at times very rough, to bring us to a secluded area right here that you're getting ready to see. Christi and I are going to have a good time sitting out here by the water and relaxing. Okay guys, we have had a fun day of four-wheeling. I've been talking to my wife about, getting a rooftop tent when I get my CBI bed rack. And so I'm trying to break her into this camping thing a little bit. So you gotta check this room out. We're in a little cabin down on Kentucky Lake. So here we go, we're gonna go in. We have shag carpet, 2 full-size beds.
Oh man, I did ask them when we called, did they have heat and did they have running water?
Because it was
They said yes.
It was. Let's see, we don't have hardly any light. Let me get over here. It was $65, and when they told her $65, she was like, "Does it have heat and water, running water?" And they was like, "Yeah." They kind of laughed.
He said, "Actually, it even has cable TV."
It's cable TV. It's this is about her extent of roughing it right here. Check this old chair out. Man, that thing right there is ancient. Look at our heater. Check this heater out.
We will survive.
So anyway, this is fun. This is breaking her into overlanding right here. We're overlanding it. This is roughing it right here for us.
For me.
Yeah. Good Sunday morning, guys. Christi and I, we survived our night of roughing it. The heat over here is, it works really, really good. It puts out a lot of heat.
Yeah,
it's hard to get it regulated.
So
we were either cold
or sweating.
We couldn't seem to get it regulated. But it was really windy and the tin roof was popping or whatever, and the trees was raking up against the back of it. And
up against the windows.
Up against the windows.
Scary Halloween scene.
Yeah. But we made it. So we're going to get out today and we're going to head north up the LBL, Land Between the Lakes Trace, and we're just kind of going to work our way up to Grand Rivers. May take a few back roads up that way. What Christi and I are going to do right here is we're going to pre-tension, or whatever, I don't know what the correct terminology is, but I've unwound this all the way around to the last run around the drum there. And from watching some other YouTubers, they always say when your winch is brand new and been put on, you need to pre-tension your rope, you know, to get it good and tight on there. Let the winch pull you up a hill. So we're right here on a hill. I'm gonna go up here around a tree and put a tree strap on, and then let it pull the truck up towards that and get the rope on there really tight and get it straight. Okay, I got my rope around the tree there, and I've got my truck way back down this hill. That way to be a good pull. Putting Christi inside the truck to put it in neutral. And also, this is my first time to even ever use a winch. So I wanted to just practice with it and give it a try, see how this goes. So. So we got the winch pre-tensioned. Christi did an awesome job of driving. Like I've said, I've never done this before, so some of you guys that are professionals, if you saw something I did wrong, should have done better, the right way, whatever, just comment below and help us out, because this is new to us right here. Like I said, my first time to ever operate a winch, and I'm not sure I did it right. So I could use all the help that you can give me. This is not sped up. This is real speed. That TRD PRO suspension, Fox suspension, is really, really smooth and soaks up the bumps. It is well worth it. Christi and I found us a cool little place down here to sit for a little bit, just to relax in the sun. It's about 50 degrees, so we found us a little spot to get back up in out of the wind.
A sunny spot.
A little sunny spot, beautiful view. Well, guys, we are back home. We have had the most wonderful, awesome weekend. This is our very first off-road adventure. It won't be our last. It's been just really refreshing, recharging. It's just been an awesome weekend. So we will see y'all again when we have another adventure. See y'all.
God bless.